Okay, so we're live now. Nobody's on. Just gonna wait to see some viewers. And get some
All
viewers
right.
before I do anything. 3, 2.
And you posted this to Twitter and everything?
Should automatically go to my link. Yeah, maybe there's 5 viewers. Okay, good, it's working. Yeah, okay, good. It's on my Twitter, so it's good.
Okay.
All right, so I'm here with Joey right now. We're here for the 2018 Ballhawk of the Year awards. The 4 categories are sportsmanship, senior ballhawk, junior ballhawk, and ballhawk of the year. We're just gonna announce the top 5 of each category. Sportsmanship, 59 different people got at least 1 point for votes. Senior ballhawk, 32 different people got at least 1 point. Junior ballhawk, 42 different people got at least 1 point, and for ballhawk of the year, 45 people got at least 1 point. So that's a lot of people. So we're just gonna do it to the top 5. So the first one we're gonna start off is with sportsmanship. We know everyone has different criteria for everything. Joy, do you want to say what you think criteria should be, or what people consider, or how people might consider this award?
Well, from my perspective, for sportsmanship, that's doing the little things, whether it's being nice to everyone, being friendly. I mean, you can't win sportsmanship if you're going around pushing people around or ignoring everyone or just being more or less a dick to everyone. It's more than just giving away baseballs. It's about providing a positive atmosphere and good personality and positivity when you're there.
So you don't feel the more baseballs you give away, that should get you the votes. The more baseballs you give, the more votes you should get.
I mean, you can, because it's generosity, but it has to go further than that. You could get 1,000 baseballs a season and give away all 1,000, but that doesn't mean you're a nice person. You could give away 1 baseball or no baseballs, but you do so much outside of that too, that you have people at your stadium, you show them around, you help them interact with players, introduce them to players, just little things like that.
Yeah, anyone watching it, can you tweet me if you can make comments in the chat? Because I don't see anybody making comments. I just want to know, and I know there's people in here. So if somebody can tweet me if they can make comments or not. If not, then yeah, I don't know what to do. So I guess we're gonna start off with the announcement of the sportsmanship award. There was a tie for 5th, so we're actually there's gonna be 6 people who are gonna get announced for this award. Joey, do you want to announce the top 5? Also, do you want to say how many points they got?
Yeah, I'd love to also tell you where each person's from. So I'll go through screen names, and then anyone wants to chime in with a real name, feel free to. Tied for 5th was actually me, who somehow got 10 votes. I was actually surprised about that because I was kind of slacking on ball hawking, didn't run into a lot of people, but guess the ones I did run into, I treated them very well, which I can live with pretty good. The person that tied me was JQFC. For those of you who don't know, that's Rick Gold, very popular, very big ball hawk name out of Oakland. He also scored 10 points. So, Rick, we must have done something right, be within the top 5 on this one, which is just excellent. Number 4 is actually a little interesting. That is Cincy Reds. And I don't just mean the entire Reds organization, because they had no one at the stadiums and people were catching home runs like crazy. This is actually the Ballhawk Cincy Reds, who came in with 13 total votes. You don't know where he's from. Hopefully the name gave it away. Number 3, who was actually pretty active both on Twitter and ballhawks.com.
This was a name I actually didn't think of, but thinking about it, I'm not surprised he got some votes.
I'm not surprised either. He reached out to a lot of people. He put together Ballhawk Fest this past year, which fortunately a lot of people weren't able to attend because of the location or bills and stuff come up. But he got 18 votes, which real popular, really good member, long time member. And So they said probably one of the best dressed ball hawks out there. Number 2 should really be no surprise. What's up?
You didn't say the name or where they were from. You just said.
Yeah, I said Tony Voda from Minnesota. You didn't hear that?
I hear the name. I thought you skipped the name, but continue.
No. Number 2, real popular. If you don't know who this person is, then obviously you live under a rock somewhere. That is our very own Dan Bot from Toronto. So I'm sure you've dealt with him a whole bunch of times, Justin.
I have. He's well known in Toronto. A lot of fans do go up to him, do see him. He hangs out behind the Blue Jays bullpen in the first row. If you are at a game, don't be surprised not to see him on the Jumbotron of some sort. But he is pretty active among fans. So I'm not surprised.
And there's always pictures and videos of him moving baseballs away, interacting with people. He's on a radio show. He's just all over the place.
Sorry, we'll continue with that after. But I just got a tweet, and you didn't mention Tony until I said you didn't mention him. So.
Well, okay. Sorry, Tony. Tony Voda got number 3 from Minnesota.
Yeah,
Tony Voda, number 3, Minnesota, with 18 votes.
Continue with Dan for second place. Dan, 24 votes, by the way.
Yep, I was just about to get to that one too. 24 votes. Again, real popular, real well known, especially in Toronto. If you're there, go see him. He may hook you up with a baseball. Who knows? Probably also has the best hair among everyone, the Ballhawks too. Gotta love the different color.
And the sportsmanship award goes to 28 votes, 28 to 24 votes. You can tell that's one first place and one third place vote difference. So 2 votes, and it could have gone to Dan. But the winner of sportsmanship award is,
no surprise here, the biggest name in ball hawking right now, and that is Zach Hampel.
I think that's the second year in a row he's won. I think it's only been in existence twice. I know Alan can confirm, but I'm pretty sure he won it last year too. So that's 2 years in a row for Zach.
I mean, if anyone's interacted with him, great person, very generous unless you're trying to outmaneuver him during batting practice or anything. Real focused during batting practice, but when there's a break, always willing to either sign something or take a selfie with people. Comes up with crazy costume ideas when he's in Baltimore or any other stadium. This year he wore shorts and almost made me blind being his photographer for that little bit. Just really good person. A lot of the stuff in the video, it's real. He doesn't try and do stuff to make his videos look better for PR stuff. He's really a great guy and definitely deserves one of the votes for it. But like you said, real close between first and second place, and it could have gone either way.
So yeah, so that's the Sportsmanship of the Year awards. I'm surprised there was no home run catch of the year, unless that's coming up after, because I know they did that last year. But now we're going to move on to Senior Ballhawk of the Year. From 5 to 3, it was pretty close. From 3 to 2, there was a big gap, and 1 and 2, it was closer, but not as close as Sportsmanship. Sportsmanship was the biggest, or was the closest points. So in 5th place for Senior Ballhawk of the Year is Rocco Cincy. I'm sorry if I said your name, pronounced the name wrong. I think he's from Tampa Bay. So that's the 5th place for Senior Ballhawk of the Year. In 4th, Rocco has 15 points. In 4th is my game ball name is Brooklyn, 18 points. It's Greg Jarnick, I think from Cincinnati. That's 18 points. 3rd place, didn't catch a lot of baseballs based on the site, but I'm not surprised this person got some votes, as they caught 14 home runs this year. And that's Dodger Bum from California, and that's their account. They had 19 votes. So next between 1st and 2nd, so the 1st place winner got 67 points. The second place winner got 56 points. Pretty sure a lot of people can guess who got these votes, considering they probably are the two biggest names in senior ball hawk circuit. The two names are Doug and Devin. But unfortunately, Devin, you are the winner, and Doug, you are second. So it's interesting. Devin is the senior ball hawk of the year. Doug came second place, and there was about 11 votes difference, which is interesting. This is Devin's second time winning it. Doug won it last year. Devin won it the year before, so they've alternated in 3 straight years. So
And Devin's based out of California, isn't he?
yeah, Devin is California. He also caught a ball in the home run derby. And I think the first round for his batter, so you should be able to see that. And Doug is from the Washington, Baltimore area.
If I remember correctly, Devin's Dodgers person, and Doug, represents the Red Sox a lot. So how about that, Devin? The Dodgers actually won something this time.
All right. Do you want to move on to Junior Ball Hawk? This is probably one of the most interesting categories besides the Ball Hawk of the Year. You would think it's pretty competitive, but let me just say from 5 to 2, it was real close, and then the winner pretty much destroyed this category. Out of all the first place votes, this winner had the most points in any of the categories. So do you want to do the Junior Ball Hawk before we go on?
Yeah, I might as well do that now before they have to go to bed for school tomorrow. The first place overall actually got more votes than 2 through 4 combined, which that just tells you something right there. So coming in 5th place, his first year on the site, actually, he ended up with 264 balls, which is just amazing for a junior ball hawker, especially first year on there, is Ballhawk. Sorry if I mispronounced your name on that one.
Do you want to say his actual name? Because I know that's...
I do not have his actual name.
His actual name is Liam Stevens, and he's from Colorado. I went on this site and looked this stuff up. So yeah, Liam Stevens is from Colorado. Ballhawk, as you said, is the name. You want to continue with number 4?
Yeah, I actually know who the next 4 are, which is good for me. Coming in 4th with 23 votes, we just mentioned him a couple of minutes ago for sportsmanship of the year. That is Dan.
Sorry, 3 and 4. I just noticed are tied with 23 points. So
yeah, okay. Coming in 3.5 is Dan Bot with 23 votes. Just spoke about him for sportsmanship, and tied with him is coming in from New York. Someone that tried to solicit some votes from you earlier at the last minute is, forgive me if I mispronounce your name, Eric Aberney. Abernary. Well, he's in 3rd place, so forgive me for that one, Eric. Yeah, he's from New York. Represents the Mets area pretty much. Goes to a lot of their games. Mentioned he caught a large amount of commemoratives this season. I believe it was either 6 or 8.
I think it's 6.
Yeah, probably around 6, but that's still a pretty good amount, especially in a tough area like New York. Coming in 2nd with 26 votes, someone familiar from the sportsmanship, is Cincy Reds. And don't know too much about him, but Junior Ball Hawk come in 2nd. That's pretty impressive right there. Come in 2nd after being 4th on sportsmanship is really big right there too. So not only a good Junior Ball Hawk, but a really good person. Same with Dan Bot, just 2 great people, 2 Junior Ball Hawks. Very good for the future. And number 1, if you've been following the postseason, there should be no surprise. Running away with 77 votes is Donovan. Now, if you don't know who that is, during the playoffs, he caught a Manny Machado postseason home run on his birthday.
There's a video too.
Afterwards. What's up?
You'll see it. You'll see the famous celebration that's been all over TSN, Sportsnet, Instagram sites, Twitter sites of theirs. So
he's real big on there. But not only did he get that home run, he got 5 total home runs during the season, including 2 in the last game of the World Series, which most people can't even get one in a World Series, and this kid got two. So definitely well deserved. Represents the LA area, especially the Dodgers. Again, 77, which is more than the 2 through 4 combined. Just awesome right there. Good job, Donovan. Well deserved.
So yeah, now we're gonna do Ballhawk of the Year, I guess. So yeah, in fifth place for Ballhawk of the Year, from the New York City region, Ryan, or his username is MetsFan30 with 18 points. That's fifth for Ballhawk of the Year. At number 4, this person was lower down on the total ball hawking most balls caught site, but I think what really elevated Dom, and I'll admit I'm pretty sure he was one of my votes for this award, and the reason was because of the home runs this person caught. He caught 11 game home runs, finished 29th on the site, which is pretty low for somebody to come fourth in Ballhawk of the Year, but he finished with 133 from Baltimore. Alex Kopp, or A Kopp One is his account on the site. In third, so Alex Kopp had 19 points. In third, this person is their third category that they got in. The only one they didn't get in was senior ball hawk. But from Cincinnati Reds is the name. So they had 21 points. So now for number 1 and number 2, ball hawk of the year. Number 1 had 64 points and number 2 had 23. So at number 2 with 23 points was Eric Jabs. I think he finished second or third total, I think, on the year. I think it was second. Actually, I think it was second behind Cincinnati Reds. So I'm pretty sure everyone can guess who the winner is. For the 6th time, this person's getting it. Zach Hampel is the Ballhawk of the Year for the 6th time. Joey, do you want to make any comments?
Yeah, first I think we should just rename this the Zach Hampel Award and maybe put a picture on the trophy of him doing his little celebration he does on the bobblehead, and just etch his name in there for a while because he just runs away with this every year. But yeah, everyone knows Zach. Everyone's seen the YouTube videos. He goes to all 30 stadiums. Saw him in Puerto Rico last year or this past season for one of the 2 games before I was violently ill for the second one and was able to join him. But everyone talks about Zach. Again, great person, very well deserved. Every one of those on there on the top 5 is well deserved. Everyone from Alex Kopp, who pretty much owns Camden Yards, whether there's 1 or 1 million people there, he will find a way to get a ball. Jabs, who has his point of view videos, just owns Pittsburgh and Cleveland, can go on there for a minute to use the bathroom and still end up with 3 or 4 baseballs for his account. Cincinnati Reds, who only reason he didn't get on all 4 things is because he's not 18. How often does that happen? And
what do you think the criteria should be for voting? It's kind of expecting now. I think everybody expects Zach to win, unless you have a year like last year that Dennis had. Do you think it's what is your criteria? Because I know all 5, the top 5 go to I think 40 or more games a year. So they're going to be higher numbers. What do you think the criteria? I got a message from someone a couple days ago on what they how they vote, and they said they tend to use averages, so it's not necessarily your total baseballs. They take an attendance factor to determine the vote. Efficiency, that's how they calculate efficiency of a ball hawk. And yeah, that's how they basically vote. So it's more the stadium, crowd size, their average. But the thing is, you lose points for going to each of your stadiums, as we know. And what determines the hardest stadium? Who determines that?
Well, for my criteria, it'd be same way we vote for players, consistency. You can have one person go to a game and just go on. You've seen it before, go on an incredible hot streak where you get 5 or 6 baseballs per game for a week. Does that mean you're really that good, or are you just kind of getting that lucky? But to do something consistently for the whole year,
going off average. So your main determinant should be average, no matter what stadium you're at.
it should be, but a lot of people can just kind of look at, well, how much did they get at one particular area? Because a lot of people still talk about, forgot his name, that end up with 108 baseballs from one minor league game. That doesn't mean he got 50 or 60 from each game. It was just one anomaly from that. And one huge game can bump your average up, especially if you don't go to as many or you have other things like connections, everything. Batting practice is one thing. Doing it during the game, again, game used balls is another.
The game used balls, increase your increase your ability, like your voters. Like if somebody got I think it was Ryan actually got the most game used balls. I think Tony was up there, so that would elevate your vote to them based on that criteria.
Yes, because game used balls are a bit harder to come by than batting practice.
And game home runs would elevate it, as how I voted for Alex Caught from Baltimore because of his game home runs. Elevated my vote for him.
It does, but when you also take into effect the stadium and the attendance, because there's one game where 4 Ballhawks got 4 home runs in Camden, and if you subtract them from the crowd, there probably would have been 20 some odd people there. Not to take away from them that they got game home run balls, but like you said before, the crowd size can be an issue too, where someone from New York is going to have a lot tougher time than Cincinnati, Baltimore, Florida even. Of course, then there's also last year when Dennis won. I think we, tested him for PEDs throughout the whole offseason, especially after that running catch he made during spring training.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't. I was looking through the list, and I was surprised he didn't get as many votes. But I know, even though I know he wasn't up, he wasn't like what he did last year, but he was still pretty much up there. Any surprises on any of these lists to you, looking back? I have one just because I never heard of them until
Go ahead.
today. Ballhawk, Liam Stevens from Colorado. First time I've heard of him. Otherwise, pretty much I know of the names of everyone else. Yeah, probably the biggest surprise to me just because I didn't know the name. I know a couple other junior Ballhawks that one in particular that I voted for, that didn't make it on here. Well, I thought was going to get more votes, but it didn't.
Who was that?
Vincent and Tolley from Tampa.
Okay.
I think that was probably my biggest surprise. You don't have the full list, do you?
No, but I just have the 2 categories I do.
Think of off the top of your head that you're surprised.
My big surprise is actually for the Sportsmanship Award, not that Zach won it or that Dan was that close, how close the win was, but 2 things that stood out to me. One was that I made the top 5, considering I wasn't that active this year. I think I only posted 2 totals throughout the whole time, but the Doug Hackey did not get on. Hackey. He's going to kill me either way for him to mispronounce his name.
You didn't get on for sportsmanship? Is that what you were going to?
Yeah, he's not on there for sportsmanship. Anyone that's interacted with Doug has had nothing but positive things to say about him. I mean, did he slip just outside the top 5? Or
I'm checking that now. Where? Oh, 1 sec. Doug surprisingly fell pretty low. Didn't get that much vote. Didn't get that many votes. Actually, he only got 5 points worth and fell tied for 15th, I think, with Rocco, the Dodger bum, and Cole, all tied in the 15 with points. So
that's surprising to me because Doug is a great guy, always smiling, always laughing, but he'll be standing there talking to you while catching 6 or 7 baseballs while you're holding a conversation. and we'll always be trying to help people out no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Let me just check where Vincent fell 8th. Or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He fell 6th, so just out of the top 5, and there's 3 points behind there.
Wow.
So that was pretty tight there. So yeah, anyone in senior ball, or sorry, in Ballhawk of the year, or the 5 that were announced are pretty.
That was pretty expected. Junior Ballhawk of the year, I didn't follow as much during the season, but Donovan's big stuff towards the end of the year, I think, really helped propel them towards it, especially getting all the video, like you said, with
He
Dodge.
had most balls caught by junior Ballhawks too.
Oh wow!
Like if I went on the site, he did have the most baseballs. If you were to minus those 3 for Ballhawk, junior Ballhawk, and I think he finished in the top 10 overall. The site too.
And were all those Major League Baseballs, or
Yeah, I'm on the site right now. Donovan finished 6th overall.
that's impressive.
And Eric Jazz finished 2nd. Zach Hampel finished 3rd.
Who finished first?
Cincinnati Reds.
Wow.
But there's been some debate about. I've seen it on Twitter. Do you vote for somebody who has like 2 or 3 people per on one account, or do you vote for single? I've seen that. I've seen that online. So
Yeah, that's kind of a debate there because we've had the issue where people may be using more than one person and counting kind of the balls towards it. Everyone has their own criteria though on how they want to put stuff on the site.
So I don't. Is there anything else you want to say? I don't really have anything else to add. I guess just to recap, sportsmanship. Zach Hampel, senior Ballhawk was Devin Throne. Junior Ballhawk was Donovan, and Ballhawk of the year was Zach Hampel again. So those are the award winners for 2018 Ballhawking year.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Other than next season, we'll be talking about the Zach Campbell Award for Best Ballhawk of the Year.
Watches this, I wouldn't be surprised if he renames it that.
Might as well. I really think that there should be a minor league Ballhawk of the Year too. I know it's not as popular, but
Have the MILB Ballhawk of the years.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
They do have it.
Well, we didn't announce it this year.
Now it's on Twitter.
You're killing us, Alan. You're killing us.
But yeah. So apparently the next award, from what I was told, the home run catch of the year, will be announced, I guess, sometime shortly. I'm not sure when Alan will do that.
Well, if you're talking about throughout the whole year from January to now, I think it's going to be real tough to beat Dennis's sprint in spring training.
Does spring training count? It's a question mark.
I don't know. Does it count with the baseballs too? But if that doesn't count, then it's going to be real interesting to see how this vote goes.
We'll see. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. So thank you, Joey, for. That'd be an interesting idea. I just got a message. What about an MVP for each stadium? So if Alan, if you're watching this, you should have a vote for MVP of each stadium. Interesting idea. Yeah.
If that happens, I may move to Kansas City because no one Ballhawks out there.
I know of 2 or 3 people in Kansas City, but it would be pretty interesting, considering there's about 8 of us here. Also, how would you consider voting? How would that vote work? But that would be interesting.
I'd pull out a dartboard.
But then what about New York or LA with 2 stadiums? Oh, well, per stadium, so right. But
Well, let's do American and National League Ballhawk of the Year.
Could do that, but so there's only 8 of us qualify.
Well, you count your competition, man.
What?
So you better start taking out your competition.
Doesn't matter. We already know I've already got it. So
Hey, when Dan comes up and Dan Bike gets a hold of you and drags you into the bathroom so you can't win, I know it gets fierce up there. You Canadians are nice, but I know competition's fierce.
we actually help each other here. So yeah,
All right, it could be a group award for you guys then.
there's no such thing as a group award in sports.
All right, remember there's no I in team, but there's a me.
Exactly. Anyways, I think this is getting a bit long.
Hey, trying to help your view count.
But what else is there to talk about? And for some reason, I can't see the chat, and there's a big chat going on. So I can't see it, but I've been told because I asked people to message me if they can see the chat and if they're actually able to chat, but I can't see it for some reason. So but at least there's.
Well, if anyone takes a screenshot of the chat and messages me on Twitter, you'll get my vote next year for Ballhawk of the
I
Year.
would love to see the chat too. Kind of curious to see what it is. So it might show up in comments. So I might read that after. Oh, that's an interesting idea.
What?
Alex, I think from Minnesota. Now that the awards have been announced, can you publish the full leaderboard of vote getters? I don't think that's ever been done before.
Hey, go ahead. I mean, can't be any worse than there's worse ideas out there. That's a good one.
So yeah, you can't see it, but set that.
Yeah, definitely can't see that.
I'm just gonna. MIP at each stadium. Best catch, worst error. Best catch every year. How about the sexiest?
Oh, I'd win. No doubt about that.
I'm getting chirped on this too, but yeah, I'm not surprised. The guys chirping me are guys from Toronto, so it's all good. Alan's actually watching this, I think. Oh no, sorry, he's not. Sorry, I read the name wrong.
Never mind. I was going to say, Alan, just send our paychecks, but
I can't remember. Somebody suggested something. Hopefully, I can read it all.
Well, guys, if you want us to do another video chat with the awards or anything topics during the off season, because we know we got too much free time between now and February when baseball players have to come back, let us know. I'm sure Justin would love to host another video chat. You know,
I'm actually planning to host one in the future. It's about Rogers Center.
Perfect. I'm already signing myself up to be a part of that.
Those local Rogers Center guys, but
Oh well, forget you all then.
and apparently you were tagged in something. Maybe the video or the group chat that they've been.
No, I got a DM from someone.
Oh, it's the same. It's the same thing I got. Tweeted it out.
We know Justin won't win that at Rogers Center.
It was for the best Ballhawk at Rogers Center.
Best catcher, worst error. Yeah, they said Ali wins air for spring training. Oh man, I know this is already running a little long, but
I don't think he'll want it mentioned.
Well, I'm going to mention it anyway because we're on the video chat.
I'm fun of this time, so.
Well, I'm not going to mention the exact incident, but Ali and I met up during spring training this year, and to say that guy had a rough stretch of a week is an understatement. If he wants to disclose everything, feel free to, but anything that could go wrong went wrong. And fortunately, his luck kind of rubbed off on me because I missed 2 easy catches in spring training and missed a couple of easy catches opening day in the second game of the season. So I think I got karma on me because I laughed at him for his issues. But
yeah, and apparently the leaderboard is posted every year. I didn't know that. If I could even, I guess, post it if you guys really wanted to. I have the whole leaderboard. If you guys really care to see all 56, or if you really care to see all the names, as I said at the beginning, 59 different people got at least one vote for sportsmanship. If you really care to see all that, 32 people for senior Ballhawk, 42 for junior, 54 for Ballhawk of the year. If you really care to know what your points were, you can DM me and I'll let you know definitely how many points you got. But yeah.
Well, I know I got 0, so I'm not that worried.
I'll check later. You got 10 for sportsmanship, so
That was only 10 points I'll get. Must have been some good shrimp up here in Maryland. Don't worry, the person that it means will understand that comment.
yeah. So I'm gonna end it there. I got the Leafs game to catch. So
all right, enjoy your hockey. I'll go back to enjoying my Wendy's food.
All right. So just before we end, hope you all enjoyed it. And sorry, I have to charge my computer. Hope you all enjoyed that award show. Please like the video, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. So we'll see 2019. We'll see what happens for that season and where the award show goes for that. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.
No problem. And remember, guys, Legend of Joey. Legend_of_Joey.
Description below.
Perfect.
All right.
See you guys.